Yosha!
Oh, what was that?
The moment we have all been waiting, well, you know, my sister and her boyfriend have been waiting for. The Vegito Super Saiyan Blue exclusive to the New York Comic Con. This is an exclusive. It says it right there. Exclusive. SH Figuarts of Vegito. He is shiny. He is expensive. He is here. And no, I did not go to New York. There's actually, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, you might know this, but there is a tour going around for Dragon Ball Daima, and they are selling SH Figuarts. So it came over to where I live right now, and I took, thank you to my sister, shout out. I actually copped this figure and a couple more that we've already talked about. Let's get into Vegito. Let's go ahead and grab the figure and just admire this thing. Like, let me go a little bit further back, sorry. Look at that. That is so clean. I'm not gonna lie, I am a bit of a fan of the shiny. I mean, at least for this figure. I've seen other shiny SH Figuarts and they don't look as good. I have to admit, this looks, I don't know if it's the blue, I don't know what it is, but this is doing it for me. Like, this is, look at that. That's just great. This guy just looks cool in any pose he's in. So what can I say? I mean, so far, this guy has been a blast to handle and just pose him. I cannot decide how I want to pose this guy on my shelf. That's how good he looks to me. This already is a banger of a figure. I can confirm he comes with fists. He of course comes with Ki Blast or beam hands. What do I call these? Like, what do I really don't want to be referring to them as Ki Blast or beam hands or Kamehameha hands. Like, what, can we get a definitive name for these, please? Anybody in the comments, please give me a name. And I mean, I'm gonna have the same argument for these hands. Like, what's the name for these? I guess fully open hands. Then we've got 3 hands here that will only fit for his left arm. This one, I don't exactly know what this is supposed to be doing. Like, it's just a hand that's, as you can see, it's cuffing something circular, I guess, for his face to do that. Like, that's the only reason why, or the only use I found for this so far. Then we've got this hand sculpt, which could be instant transmission. It could be him firing a Ki Blast. It looks really great. Like, I don't know why. Goku has this sculpt. It comes with him regularly, but it's always a treat to see it because it's so good. And for Vegito, it just fits way better. And finally, the last hand sculpt is going to be this one, which I showed in the beginning already, facing the right way. Here, I'm just showing you the inside. It's a really good sculpt. It's great. And finally, he comes with another pair of these hands that can hold the most annoying accessory SH Figuarts has done to date. This is absolutely a travesty because of how cool this looks. But it pegs in directly to that hand, and let me tell you, I would consider warming this up in some hot water or some sort of hair dryer, because it would definitely affect the longevity of your figure for sure. Like, I'm never using this. I'm telling you right now. He poses just as good without it. Like, he does not need this. It's cool to have. It's insane to have. I would love to pair this with other figures. But I'm definitely not, I don't know. I might just unpeg that thing from the effect, because that is a bummer. That is a bummer. Out of the box, he comes with this faceplate, a very beautifully sculpted and painted angry face, but unfortunately, it's looking to the side. And that really does suck. A really, really good screaming face that's looking forwards, thankfully, and another looking to the side. And I do like this, even though it's looking to the side. At least we got a screaming face looking forwards. I just wish we had an angry face looking forwards too. A lot of these face plates aren't gonna be like changed a lot, except for like photography and such. After that, it's pretty much a permanent pose for Vegito up in my shelf. But let me just I want you guys to pay attention to the brow. That's really nicely sculpted. Like, he's got dimension there. Look at that. That's dope. And then the paint work, or the paint job, just makes it look so much better. Like, it's popping straight out of the anime. Like, that is so good. That is so good. And of course, why would this even be an exclusive if it didn't come with something that really catches people's eyes? And I gotta say, this energy effect is definitely it. Like, this makes him look so divine. He looks godly. That's all I gotta say. He looks godly. He looks great. Like this, oh, what a fabulous figure. I mean, do we even gotta go through articulation? Come on. His arms go yay high in the neutral position. He's got swivel at the arm, this far up when you turn the joint, 90 degrees on the elbow. He kicks about yay high, backwards this much if you want to do that with your figures. More than 90 on the knee. Is this even a rocker? I mean, I guess if you, yeah, I mean, you can push it a little bit inwards and he can kinda, you can have a decent rock on the ankle, sorry. These are Vegeta's boots. These are horrible. On every Vegeta figure, yeah, they tend to come off if you do it a little bit too much. And I feel like Vegito has an even worse case of Vegeta foot, because at least some Vegetas actually go downwards a little bit, and you can see like right there you can see the peg, but on some Vegetas you can see the peg a lot more. But you can at least, you know, make it seem like he's sort of floating. With Vegito, I feel like that's not the case at all. Like, he doesn't have any range downwards. Upwards, I mean, yeah. Toe articulation, a little bit. It's not even that deep. It's pretty shallow of a toe articulation. If you are not afraid to pop his face off, he can look around that low, and you can see that his ears are kind of separating from his hairline there. And same for looking up. Actually, looking up is a lot more. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, he can go pretty far up. He's got a long neck. Jesus. Alright, so let's get Vegeta compared with some other figures. And we'll start it off with Spider-Punk. He is shorter than Spider-Punk. Even his hair does not reach. His face clearly does not reach Spider-Punk's mask. Let's do another mix and match, and we'll do Guile from Jada Arts. This Guile, by the way, is phenomenal. But we'll leave that for another day. Vegito. I mean, he's still shorter. And we'll finish it off with Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. And while they're side by side, I wanted to talk about their sculpt next to each other. And it looks pretty darn similar, except, strangely enough, the bottom parts of their pants are a different sculpt. Of course, that's got to be because of the boots. That changed for Vegeta instead of the Goku boots, which the Vegeta ones do look a little bit taller, I believe. They almost look the same height. But I think that's a different sculpt. Is it? Yeah, it's a different sculpt. It's got way more folds. The Vegito has way more folds, and it looks pretty darn great. Just adding those folds really does make these two pretty distinct. I mean, even though most of the sculpt is there, you could still you could still confuse some people and say these are different sculpts. Like, you don't gotta. The only thing that really frightens me about this character is its longevity. Like, is this character or figure gonna last for years in this exact same condition? Of course, I handle my figures, I take them out the box, and I pose them, and sometimes I do photography with them. Will that ruin the paint? I don't know. Time will tell, and I'll probably give updates on it. But so far, to me, the paint is not a problem. I know a lot of people that are scared of the paint and also just have a problem with shiny figures, which I totally understand. Like, it kind of stands out, and it's a couple of things I don't like about shiny stuff on my figures is also the hair. It fits with Vegito because, I don't know, the whole spectrum about Super Saiyan Blue to me just makes it seem like it needs to be shiny. Even though a matte finish, I bet, would look just as good. Maybe even better. But this is an event exclusive, and most of them do come shiny colored like this. It is kind of special to see a very shiny figure in the collection, though. Something about it just brings joy to my insides. And it just looks so good. Like, Vegito himself just looks so badass, no matter what pose you put him in or what corner of your shelf you eventually land him on. I don't know what else to say. This has been a banger of a figure, and I'm gonna start rating stuff. This is gonna get a 9 out of 10, honestly, because of the articulation at the bottom there with his ankles. They're pretty bad, I can't lie, and even the toe hinge is kind of bad. I'm even gonna give him an 8. Realistically, I'm gonna give him an 8. Sorry about the pause. I just really had to go through it there in my head. That's hard. An 8. I think it's gonna be an 8. Yeah, he does come with a really annoying accessory, and even though it looks great, it looks fantastic, it's probably not the best. I still love this figure. Despite all that, this figure is fantastic. It looks great. I personally appreciate finding figures, and I bet all of you do, finding them out in the wild, especially in an event almost randomly that I just happened to be close by. And because, again, my sister pretty much let me know about the event. Like, I didn't even know what was happening. I saw the like banner on the entrance of the mall that the event took place in, and I didn't even think twice. I thought it was just advertisement for the actual anime, not for the event itself. And I am so happy I got to find him there. And thanks to my sister. Let's just give her a round of applause. Yeah. All right. This has been Vegito Super Saiyan Blue. Man, am I lucky to have this guy, and I really do appreciate just how beautiful this guy turned out. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with more figures.